Hey everyone, it's David here. Welcome back to another Wizard101 video. So today we're going to be doing a ranked match. Here's our stats. We made a adjustment with the wand, so we're using the Warlord wand now. We made some adjustments to the deck as well. I used to always X out the wands. I'm not Xing them out anymore because people were just basically using weakness and not shooting that much. Deck, not that many adjustments. Let's just go to match. Okay, yeah, they're checking out their deck as well. I took out another triage because, schools don't need to overtime us because we're so weak defensively. So yeah, those are, I guess, the main adjustments, just the one. But yeah, so thank you for everyone who commented in the last video. I really appreciate the interaction. Definitely encourages me to, make these videos for you. I had a lot of ideas as far as what to do. Let me just focus here real quick. Let's see what school they are. Okay, so they're ice. So yeah, we're facing against Aiden Legend. Yeah, so I had a lot of ideas on what to do. Sorry, let me just focus here. Some people told me to just spam Power Link, and I was like, well, how do you kill? And he was like, well, if you can survive, Diego will pick you. And also the opponent that I faced in the last match, he actually found the video. I guess one of you shared it with him, so I appreciate that. This is an infill. See, it's really that simple. It's really that simple. I mean, how are we supposed to do this? 1,000 more health and you just straight up infill like that. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so he said basically, why not just blade up and use the salamander? And he was a life saying this. So of course I brought up, what if you triage? And he was like, well, I didn't have triage in hand. So I was like, okay, so basically just invest everything into a salamander and just roll the dice on whether or not you have a triage in hand. And then don't crit. Okay, good. And then what else did I have? Yeah, someone told me that for perspective, their level 15 ice has the exact same resist as my level 65 fire. So I appreciate that. Yeah. So we're gonna blade here. Not sure what we're gonna do. We do have 100% power pip chance, so that's a nice change. Okay, I thought for a sec we discarded our enchanted fire dragon. I was like, oops. That'd be funny. So I guess we'll freeze. I mean, I don't know what to do here. This is it's a blade, really? See, they don't even care. Just go for it. It's really that simple. Just go for it. But yeah, we don't have time to infill because again, he's just going offensive, and you can do that when your stats are so much better. But even if their stats are better, we can still try to outplay. There's no excuses. There's no excuses. Now, I believe this is the last tick, so we can go ahead and tower now. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I know I don't keep track of these things well, but I'm pretty sure. And he doesn't have a life. Oh no, he does have a life mastery. See, that's another thing that we have a disadvantage in. They have life mastery. We don't. We can't have life mastery because our health is so low. We need the amulet for a little bit more health, or else we just get smacked really easily. This is probably a triage. We do have. I mean, sorry. This is probably a frostbite. We do have a triage. We'll see if we can pull it. I don't want to discard everything, but we might have to. But yeah, it sucks us we literally just taken the triage out. Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, this just does so much damage. We're trying our best to try to quote-unquote outplay. But, you know, it might not matter. I mean, we're doing the absolute damn best that we can. And it probably won't matter, but we're just gonna keep trying to do our best. Damn, this dude is just straight up blade, blade, blade. That's like, literally, that's it. No chill. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other advice that I was given. Oh yeah, someone told me to put minions in, and I was like, the problem with that is, and I say this so many times, fire spells aren't compatible. If I put minions in, how can I use Brimstone, right? Brimstone, again, Brimstone is not even that good of a spell, but it's one of the best spells for fire. How can I use Brimstone and use a minion that spams overtimes? That's not compatible, right? The problem is with the fact that fire spells aren't compatible with each other. Can we please crit once? Okay, that's fine. Jeez, that is so weak. That is so weak. That is so weak. I'm surprised he didn't just heal and just make this an impossible match for me. Because if you heal, it's basically an impossible match for me. But yeah, there's nothing we can do. They started with 1,000 more health. And there's nothing we can do. I mean, the difference between our health is the difference between how much we started the game with. There's nothing we can do. But yeah, I mean, he's probably going to end it this round with a 4-pip ice hit. I actually don't know if ice has any 4-pip hits. But, you know, he's probably going to end it this round. We could hope for a critical, but that's, you know, really our only chance here. We have to discard everything to try to find an enchant for our Brimstone. Because the Brimstone is going to be the do-or-die spell here. But yeah, you know, the original health difference that we start with is the difference in this game of who wins. The only stat that, well, actually with an ice I probably have more damage, but you know, one of our only advantages is critical, and we're not critting. And I think I'm playing actually a very clean game, even compared to the last game. I mean, you tell me what mistakes I made. Well, I mean, every match you make mistakes, but you tell me what I could have done better in this match. But yeah, I mean, they have about, I don't know how much health they have, but, you know, basically the exact health that he has left is the health difference that we start with. So, not sure what I could have done there. I mean, you tell me what I could have done there. But, you know, I still think this was an entertaining match. But yeah, you tell me what I could have done there. Hopefully we can try to check his stats. That's a lot of people here. Yeah, he's not here. So, you know, again, I had a lot of comments, so I really appreciate all the interaction. Someone told me to not use the pack boots, even though the pack boots are overpowered. They said that, you know, use the Waterworks boots that gives more resist, but we're not losing these matches because of resist. We're not losing these matches because, you know, we're tanking, or like we're barely dying by like 100 damage. If you're dying by like, if people are killing you by like 100 damage, that's when your resist matters. Well, I guess we did have a match where it was kind of close, but yeah, I mean, I guess. But, you know, we have the gear that we have. I don't know what happened to my other gears. I think I didn't want to stitch 2 sets of gear, so I just got rid of the Waterworks gear. So, we don't have it. So, we have the gear that we have. What else did people say? I don't know. And we are using the Warlord 1. That's what, you know, every other legend uses anyways. People thought... like, so the life that I faced last match, he was like, oh, you know, but you have more damage and critical. And I was like, no. I don't have more damage because King's Out thought, hey, you know what? Fire is the second, supposedly the second strongest school, offensive school. So you know what? Let's just give them more damage. And by the way, people were saying I should change gears for more resist and less damage. You know, the gears that I have maximize damage, by the way. So no, it wasn't King's Out saying that. King's Out didn't say, you know what? Fire's the second most offensive school. Let's give them some more damage. No. The reason that I had more damage was because I decided to YOLO my stats on damage, right? I was using a damage one. I was sacrificing block, sacrificing pit percentage, sacrificing accuracy. So that's why. So, you know, one of the reasons that I changed wands was so people don't try to say, oh, but you have more damage. I don't have more damage if I use the same gear as you. But it's not just to show people that. It's also a strategic decision because the pit percentages were hurting us a little bit. But yeah, no, it's not that King's Out did that. King's Out didn't do that. King's Out didn't say, you know what, the second most offensive school should have more damage than the second most defensive school. Speaking about life. No, they didn't do that. It was me YOLOing everything and sacrificing a lot of other stats for damage. But yeah, you know, I did get suggestions to, you know, use this one, so I am using that. Not Xing out the, yeah, I mentioned that adjustment as well. So you tell me what I could have done. You tell me what I could have done. I had someone, I think I mentioned this, but someone told me, you know, to spam Power Link. How do I win? You tank. Problem is I can't tank, right? Even if I can change my gear up, even if I change my gear up a little bit, increase resist a little bit, I can't increase my health, right? Hard to tank when you're a low health, quote-unquote, offensive school. Someone told me to use minion, like mentioned, it's not compatible with Brimstone. What else did people say? Someone told me to just, you know, blade up and salamander. The problem is, as you saw last, the problem with damage over time, this was a problem before turn-based, but the problem is magnified in turn-based, is that, you know, overtimes are slow, right? In this, look at what the Ice did, and he's not like a super high rank Ice, he was just Commander Ice, just blade, infal, hit, that's it. That's literally, he did a combination of blade, infal, hit, and that's it. You know, supposedly the most defensive school in this entire game because his stats are so much better, because he said, look at my 4k health. He slapped me in the face with that 4k stat and said, look at this. You can't touch this. I'm just gonna hit you because you can't kill me before I kill you. Look how much health I have. But yeah, someone told me to use Infernal, just blade up, use Infernal Salamander, right? Two problems. One, every tryhard has Tri-Edge. Two, damage over times are inherently worse than straight up hits because it takes more time, right? And if you look at the only advantage damage over time does have, well, other than it's a little bit stronger, is that it does bypass a little bit of a shield, gives you turn efficiency if they're shielding. As you saw last match, he didn't use one shield. Well, you know, maybe my memory is wrong. I don't exactly remember everything that happened in the last match. You'll have to rewind. But I don't think he used a single shield. So how would that benefit me to use Infernal Salamander? Why would I slow down my momentum on purpose when I don't have to, when they're not shielding, right? So those are all the advices that I've got. You know, you let me know what I could have done better. Again, you know, with the general knowledge of knowing that in every single match you're never going to play perfectly, you're always going to make mistakes. With that in mind, let me know, you know, what you could have done better, or just let me know if it's not possible. I mean, I'm not someone who likes to say something isn't possible, but quite frankly, I don't know. I don't know what I could have done, right? There's a reason that we don't face any opponent fires, because, you know, people who are not doing that, people who are recording and, you know, who aren't doing it for YouTube and giving you guys the entertainment of seeing this tragedy, not tragedy, it's just seeing this joke show. You know, why would they keep doing it to themselves like I am? But yeah, you let me know. And then I had a comment also on my PvP idea last video. Someone said that they would not want to finish the game and craft gears. Apparently at max level you have to craft the best gears. So what I responded was you know, what if they made the gear easier to get? You know, because Kinzao could easily make the gear easier to get if they make PvP max only. And on top of that, I mentioned that, you know, this is kind of like a personal reason. I don't want to use the word selfish, but it's a personal reason. It's not an argument that, oh, this is bad for the game because blah blah blah. They said this is bad because I don't want to do it. But you have to, sometimes you have to, you know, for a game to succeed, you know, the player base has to want what's best for the game, right? Not just what's best for themselves. You know, when I brought up the idea of making PvP just max only, because it'll make the experience a lot better, it'll make balancing PvP a lot easier, and it'll make boosting a lot harder because everyone will be smacking the queue with the same level. When I made that suggestion or that idea, you know, I wasn't doing it with my personal gain in mind, right? I have zero experience in max PvP. I have not done one match in my life at max level, right? I haven't even done one match in my life at level 100, or you know what I mean? So it's definitely not for personal gain. You know, if they did make that change and I go into the arena, I level up and go into arena, I probably look like a fool, at least at the beginning, right? Because I have zero experience. There's some people that have, like, what, 5 years of experience doing max PvP, and I come in here with zero. You know, I probably look like a fool. But, you know, it's not for me, right? It's something that I think will be the best for the game. And then I had another comment, of course, that said, you know what, this actually is a really good idea. People will get matches a lot quicker, on top of all the other benefits. So yeah, just a thought. So yeah, I appreciate everybody for watching. I hope you have a great day. If you liked the video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share, and I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, see ya.